Howdy folks, welcome back to Starship EVO. In this third and probably final video for the first look at the early access release, we're going to get into space. That's the goal. I've got this little ship here. I don't know why it keeps floating up. I'm tempted to just start over, but I think I will just use no clip mode with F5. There's the jetpack, but all it does is let you jump higher. Doesn't let you hover. There's also another jetpack for space, so I need to remember to take that with me. I had one of those somewhere. While I'm thinking about it, I should probably grab that. Also, I've made a lot more power, so that is 4 wind turbines worth of wind turbine up there. I went ahead and put it up higher. I don't know if that matters, but it does seem to make a lot of power. I've also got 3 sets of size 4 solar panels. This is 4 solar panels worth of panel. That makes sense. So this is 12 solar panels that you manufacture in the assembler. I went and add some more batteries. So we have a lot of power now because I was using the arc furnace quite a bit to make a bunch of stuff. So we've got a bunch of iron, gold. I even got some cobalt. I'm not sure what that's useful for. We are out of silver, so I need to go get some silver, but let me double check. I was going to make another jetpack. Know that that's in here. I don't see it in here. I've got some parts made that we're going to use for the spaceship. Yeah, I don't see the space jetpack. There's add-on jump pack, and then there's add-on jetpack. It says allows you to move in space. So I'm guessing we can't move in the atmosphere. We need silver contact mesh times 4, and I am completely out of silver. So I'm going to hop on my board again. Also, I realized you can push F4 to get the external view. That's the key. And fun little fact, if you get off your hoverboard, it's still just there. Oh no, it disappeared that time. Sometimes it sticks underneath you. This game does have a lot of bugs. Yeah, it's early access. I think it may even be a single dev. So give it some time to cook. I think we're going to have a fun game on our hands. It's got a lot of potential for sure. So my little silver nose over here. Just run over here and grab some more silver. What was my light again? L? There we are. L for light. Makes sense. And this does have silver in it. For whatever reason, it's just hard for me to see. It kind of just blends in with the reflections. I had some comments about that. Yeah, it's just me being blind. I knew there was silver down here, but it kind of just blends in. And you don't always get silver, even if you're mining the rock that has the streaks in it. So, you just have to kind of mine until you find something. Yeah, I know, we're getting overloaded. I already had a bunch of stuff in here. I'm going to drop this stone. I've got... Or not. Okay, that was weird. Like I said, the game is full of bugs. So I don't know for sure how much silver I need. Let me go ahead and mine up a bunch of silver. I'm going to get back over there and get it smelted. And then we'll pick back up where we're actually working on the spaceship. Alright, I've got some silver smelting away. I can't get this thing any lower. Like, this is the magnet gun. It won't come down here, and it actually floats up when you're dragging it down. I've tried the Shift R, it just won't come any closer. It's kind of confusing. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just missing something, but it doesn't seem to work very well. So, anyway, we need to get some stuff on here. So, if you shift scroll wheel, you can go between your toolbars. I've got some stuff set up on here that we're going to need. We're going to need a spaceship computer. I'm going to throw that there. We're going to need a life support system. It's kind of confusing because the ship is all tilted. Don't know how to fix that. So we're going to put the life support, I think, back here. I don't know which way is, like, up. Looks like that's upside down, so... We will grab this, and then I can do that. And I can come grab this guy. Put that there, and then I think I need a tank for O2 and maybe link those. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it just has to be on the same grid. Now we also want some power. So we're going to have batteries. I think that's the size I want. One of those there, and then I need a charged battery. Do I have a not charged battery? I thought I had made some extra batteries. Maybe not. Come here. Let's grab what silver we got. That's a little slow to smelt. I guess I hadn't made any extra batteries. I thought I did. The power cells. I'm going to put 2 of those, I think, on the ship. So we'll get those charged up. Here, you are making... Oh, that's a glass plate. You're making plates. I thought I told this to push output to connect it. Yeah, it just... A lot of the stuff in the game just doesn't work. It's early access. Okay, so I'm going to grab that power cell and that power cell. And I'm going to go to this. I'm going to put these guys on there. Have them charged. Now we have 2 fully charged power cells for our ship. So we're going to slap you on there. Now I can't read the... Can't read that. I don't know if I need to be able to read that. Have that set out a little bit. I can read it. That'll make me happier. Alright. Oops. Oh hey, that made the ship go down. How did I do that? I'm not sure. It just fell off. What if I get on here and turn off no clip? Leak. Yeah, you think? There's definitely a leak. I need to redo the sidewalls too. I was just kind of experimenting. Oh, I left clicked and that threw it. Interesting. Okay, well, is that a way I can get this to get back down on the ground? It's unorthodox, but you know, if it's stupid but it works, it's not stupid, right? You gotta try stuff. Okay, well, it's at least a little more level now. I need to push F to hook it into that. There we go. Alright, so I think this needs to be in the enclosed space. So I probably want to completely rethink this design. Let's go back down to this size. That off. That off. Now I did my symmetry tool, so it has symmetry on the ship here. So I think we're going to want to come back. Like this. Oh, did symmetry mode get turned off? I had symmetry mode on, then I've quit the game since. Maybe it doesn't stick. Okay, it doesn't stick. Alright, so we get our symmetry mode tool, and then I think we scroll. Do we scroll? How do we change it? I've forgotten. R? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I want it to be there, and then we left click. Then that sets the symmetry line. I want this to be... Oops. that. I'm going to drag that back one like so. Let's come back this way. Come back to like there, and then I come out. Come out one. There we go. I'm not the best builder, so I'm going to just kind of have to figure this out as I go. I'm going to come over. If I could build on the ground, that would be a lot easier. Not sure how to. Alright, so that's that way, and then I want to come over. No, the arrows go in the wrong direction. Okay, fine, whatever. We'll do it your way, game. So I want to be able to get in the ship and then come up here and get in the seat. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly or not. Like I say, we have to figure it out as I go. I don't think that is quite wide enough. I may want to come out one more, but anywho, we'll get it figured out. So now if we do the power cells, let's put one there, and then that does the symmetry. Nice. All right, now we have some power. And then I have these canopy parts. I'm not sure how this works exactly. If we hit G, we can't do different size. Can I draw it a different size? Yes. And draw it a different size. All right, so if I do that, that's going to be our canopy. I don't know necessarily how that works. But it's off center, so we don't want that. We go back up, and I'm going to put some of this stuff up here. Reactor, thrusters, solar panels, canopies. All right, how do we do canopy? A great question. I think I want to. Do I want to turn off the symmetry? I'm not sure that it matters. It's not centered. I don't know why. Why would that not be centered on whatever I'm putting it on? Oh, it only goes out to the side. Interesting. Okay, we're learning stuff. That's why, because it only goes out to the side. Let's do that. Come out a bit more, and then let's see if we can get this canopy thing on here. Kind of cover the seat. That's not tall enough, but if I came up like, say, 2 blocks out here. Nope, that's off. Do this, and then come up like that. And then if I set you on here and stretch out. No, that's still not centered on anything. Yeah, this is rough. Let me figure out how in the world to get the canopy placed, and I'll be back. Okay, I think I've made some progress. The only way I can figure out how to get it to work is put blocks across there, and then I could set it on this edge and stretch it across. So now I can take those out. Then I think my seat will fit under there, possibly. Move some stuff down. Okay, sometimes this game is very frustrating. Sometimes, like, I can't. I want my seat. Let's get this stuff all down on this. Then I'm going to need the yoke. That'll get me started. All right, so we have our seat now. I think I had the seat like sitting just normally, and then I think the yoke was on like a 2-block pedestal. If I remember right. Like that, and then I think I can get in the seat and fly. Now I just have to figure out how to make a bigger canopy. If I sit in this. Alright, my head is there. Alright, cool. So that'll work. Maybe. Now can I snap to this? No, it does not want me to snap to that. How am I supposed to make a front part? I have to do the same thing where I fill in with blocks. There's got to be a better way to do this, and I'm just missing something. And I can put that over there. I want that high though, so I have to put more here. Then I can do that. I'm not sure how these tie together. It's kind of weird. But then that's way too far out there. Oh man. Let me play with some more off cameras. Otherwise this is going to be a 3-hour video. Okay, I think maybe I'm getting somewhere. I think I can do that, and then I can fill in these pieces with this stuff, maybe? I don't know. It's confusing. And stuff only snaps to like certain places. We'll do that. Might as well do this. So the idea is we have to make an airtight seal. We'll go across like that. And then do we have, yeah, we have a little piece like that. I don't know if I'll be able to see out of this, but it's going to be a box. It's going to be a box, that's for sure. No, that's not what I want to do. Do that. And then I think down here this will just be solid. So when I come down like that, across like here, and then I want to do something like this. So I won't be able to see down, but I'll be able to see where I'm going, I guess. In theory. All kinds of cool shapes. Not quite what I wanted. Nope. Let's try this instead. Can we stretch this up and then over? I think that's the, yeah, that's the wrong direction. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell what you're doing. Like that, but I don't think that's airtight. Speaking of airtight, do I have a door? I know at one point I made a door, but I think that was before one of the saves broke. I don't see a door. There's something called a door. Yeah, blast door. Alright, let's make one of those. That thing's really annoyingly loud. I need to move it somewhere else. It's kind of annoying. Alright, we'll let you print up. I don't think this is using any power yet. Can I get my yoke in here now? That's the question. So what if I put that like right there? We have our seat like there, and then we got kind of the beginnings of a spaceship. Then just the cabin here will be sealed. That's the idea. You get done? You did. We got enough silver now. That's for sure. We'll take some. Oops. Take some of this coal. Throw you in there. There we are. Blast door. Let's see if we can get this thing in place. So if I do that, can I put you... No, that's not what I want. I need to do the G? Shift G? Really? I can only make that a certain size, huh? So that means I need to redo these, I guess. Probably what that means. So if I do that... Wow, that is really... So I need like 4 of those to fit through. Alright, so I need to make... That only made me 1, so I need to make 4. Right? It only made 1? Indeed. Alright, we'll make 3 more. We're getting there. It's a slow, steady slog. But we're getting there. You like my landing gear? It's pretty sweet. Gonna be the best little spaceship ever. Not really, but... Let's just see if it can get me to space. I'm going to consider that a win. If I live, so much the better. Alright, you are still chugging away on stuff. You have made 1 more blast door. Alright, let this chug. We've got plenty of power. It's just being slow for some reason. I'll be back. Alright, I got some blast doors. While I was doing that, I was working on some little wings with some solar panels. I kind of wish the texture was different. I don't know how you... Like, I started here, but it just draws the panels on there weird, but anyhow. Minor gripe. So, now I need to get this figured out. So if I do that... It's not what I wanted to do. What I want to do is... I have a blast door here that's not stupid. What I want to do... Looks like it only goes certain sizes. My ship is too small. But it goes that size. It's not what I want. Weird. So what if I get rid of those sides? It's a little hard to tell. I want this right up against that. It's still not centered at all, is it? Not sure how to do this any other direction. I could do that possibly in the middle, maybe. It's trying to do the mirror. Can I turn that off? How do I turn that off? Right click on it, it looks like. Then there's no more mirror. Okay. There you go. Now you know. Ah, so this is 1, 2, 3. It's... yeah, it's 4 wide. And I've got my ship as an odd number. All right, that's fine. Let's do this. Let's go here and go up. I sit on here. Can I go through the door? I fit through the door. Yay! Okay, it's off center. It's going to clip into the ship when we open. I don't know how to change that. It is what it is. We need to be able to get in here and seal this off, so we have to have something. All right, I want to put my symmetry mode back on now, so let's do that. Why you not let me put it in the middle? Game. My grid size changed somehow? Grid settings. Still on yeah, still on that. It no longer lets me put it in the middle. What is going on here? I built this whole thing symmetrical, I thought. No, it's only going down to that size. I mean, obviously I built this symmetrical because it's symmetrical. I give up. I don't know what I did. Oh, I see. I must have hit Shift G at some point when I was in this mode. I see the grid size now. Lower right, G. That's changing the grid size. Got it. We're good. Had my YouTuber blinders on. If you've never tried to record a video before, I encourage you to do so before commenting that all YouTubers are blind. It's always different when you're trying to record. All right, we'll bring that up, and then we need to make this all nice and sealed off somehow. So we'll do that. Except I'm going to do it a slightly different way. We want to do... But interesting, since that's not symmetry, it didn't do it on this symmetrical. Okay, we'll do it that way then. That's fine. We'll make this work. One way or the other. I have to somehow seal this in. We're getting there. And then also need to find somewhere to put the life support. I think I'm going to put it against... Let me just see if it'll fit while I'm thinking about it. I want to set it against that wall over there. There we go. We'll do that. Then we just need to get this guy all sealed up. How do we do that? That is a great question. Next question. Okay, so we'll bring you back to there. Ooh, that's not on a whole grid, is it? All right, we'll redo that one. Bring you up. Get rid of you. Do you on the actual grid. Now you're not on the grid because this thing isn't the full grid width. Well, that's a pain. Okay, well, let's just pretend like that works. Perfect. Except I want you to be slightly different. Should have a shape that will fit that in, right? Ta-da! Is it sealed yet? Great question. Are you sealed? Can't read the screen. No, it says leak. So I've left probably an obvious opening somewhere. The door itself is closed. I wonder if it's these little little gaps here, or did I miss some giant hole somewhere? I bet it's these. So let's do a... Oh, I can't do anything there, but I might be able to do something there. I don't have a little tiny piece. Okay, we're going to redo these. That's not going to work out. That's the one I was using, right? Yeah, that's not going to work. We'll redo that. I don't have any way to cancel once you've already started making a block. We'll do this in a more traditional sense. Not going to be as pretty, but that's okay. I'm not known for my pretty spaceships designs. I'm more known for butt ugly. Nope. I mean, that's ugly. Did it seal? Leak. Nope. Okay, let me see if I can figure out the whole leak thing. And not once I'm going to be back. This is just one giant video full of cuts. Because I'm figuring things out. Maybe I need oxygen before it says no leak. I'm not sure. Alright, so there's no leak. It's just broken. If you remove and replace this, it works fine. It says it has O2. So it's just another broken thing in the game. It happens. I just had to replace it and it was fine. I went looking through the Steam discussions. Yeah, I can hear it whirring in there, so that is fine. I'm not sure about... This says has 0 oxygen now. So did I lose oxygen every time I open the door? Even though I'm on a planet full of oxygen? No, that seems fine. So yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that. I will be taking some bottles with me though. That's for sure. So anyway, yeah, that works. I ended up just blocking everything because I was trying to find the leak, but there is no leak. There is no leak. It's fine. So I need to get a couple more pieces on here. Make this a functional ship. And I think I'll put my computer in here. I'm just going to keep in fly mode because I'm tired of dealing with bugs. Can't be bothered. Stick that there. And then I think I'm ready to link stuff up somewhat. So there we go. So that's linked to that, and then I need some thrusters. Let's get our thrusters put on. That, I think I'm going to redo this block here. Oh, it keeps switching grid size on me. It's confusing. There. I think that's what I wanted. Oh, I somehow turned symmetry mode off. I forgot I exited the game, so that turns it off. Here we go, and then you come down there, and you go out there. Now it's... Oh. Son of a... There we go. We got it. Alright, thrusters. So I believe I need these guys. I want to go fast. Ooh, did that take all of those? That took all 4 of the thrusters. Okay, I wasn't sure how many of those I'm going to need. It looks like I'm going to need a few. I want to understand orientation doesn't matter. Put one there. Does it do symmetry on the other side? It does not. And it also took all 4 of those. Say what now? We have 4 thrusters. It says it's only going to take 1. They all 4 disappear. All right, awesome. Found another bug. All right, I need to make some more thrusters. Maybe that's a visual bug, because on here it doesn't say ×4. Maybe that's just a visual bug? And it was actually 1 instead of 4? That's a possibility. Let's see what I get bringing this guy out. And I'm curious what number I end up with. I have no idea if this is enough or not. That appears to be full. I think that holds 200 liters, apparently. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. And do the thrusters use hydrogen? Maybe. Not entirely sure. Alright, that made me 4 more thrusters. So now it says 8. Is it actually 8 or is it just 2? I have a feeling I know the answer to this question. Yeah, okay, so 4 means 1. Got it. So if I want the big guys back there, do I need 2 more of these? Let's pretend like I do. And I think we're almost ready to fly. Maybe. I don't have the reactor on there yet, so I wasn't sure if I needed it. I didn't want it to use up all my power. Also, I made myself a helmet while you weren't looking. So if I hit H for helmet, I get a helmet now. Sure if there's a free look option. Anyhow, I got a helmet now. So there's that. Okay, I've got 8 more thrusters. Which in theory means I have 2 more. Yeah, okay. Sweet. Now we have thrusters. Can I fly? That is the question. Maiden voyage. Oh, that's the wrong button. Of the flying box. I'm going to save the blueprint, so that should hopefully update it. And I'm going to get in here, close the blast door, take my seat, control flying box, learn how to control the spaceship. Let's just pretend like we know how it works. All right, mouse movement is good. I can go to external view. Very cool. And it's the same controls as that. Go back inside. Tab, L. I guess that's the different drives, I guess. Target. That brings up a menu. Exit spaceship control. Hey, now we're floating on the ground. Look at that. I can get back out, maybe. I'm kind of stuck. Okay, so my ship I have to use no clip mode to get out of, but you know, it's a ship. It's sitting on the ground. How much battery power do we need? That's the question. It's not a great ship, but it's a ship. All right, back to inventory. So I think we're done with those. Possibly done with those. I could put some more batteries on it. Possibly. Man, you cannot jump at all hardly on this game. Do I have enough room? I think maybe I can fit them right there. I'll get rid of you. Yeah, we can put 2 more right there. I don't think I have any more of the battery packs, right? Power or whatever they're called. Power cells. Let's get 2 more of those. I'm going to see if I can get a reactor on there. Click the wrong button. Let's say, give me a power cell. Is all charged up. Use this rock to jump up on my ship. Okay, I have no reactor on me. Let's see what happens with this much power. What could possibly go wrong? Let's go up into space with a minimal amount. So if I find like an asteroid or something, I don't know what we're going to find up there. I'll take... I don't think I'm going to need any of that. We'll take the extra stuff. I'll take my reactor in case I need it. We don't need that. We don't need that. And I'm not going to put any more solar panels on it at the moment. There we go. We'll keep our reactor in reserve in case we end up needing that. I think we're ready to go to space. Maybe. Let's go see if this thing will fly. Yeah, man. Alright. Hop in the seat. Perfect. It says leak. Is my oxygen tank empty again? No, it looks like it has stuff in it. It's just being dumb. Yep, it's just being dumb. Alright, it's just one more thing that's broken. I'm going to put my helmet on. Turn my jetpack off. Oh, did I get my space jetpack? No, I just got my jump pack. I need my space jetpack before we go into space. Look, sometimes I can get out of the door without using no clip. That means it's a good ship, right? Was I waiting on silver or something? I forget why I didn't make that. Yeah, I was waiting on the silver. Let's make that real quick. There's like 4 or 5 different kind of helmets you can make, so I made that one because I thought it looked cool. I really hope they improve the assembler because it has to time out before it does the next thing. Sometimes, not always. Okay, that should be all the spools it needs. It's got 2 of the mesh. It's got plenty of plates. What are you waiting on? Just waiting to time out, I guess. Okay, 1 more silver plate. Or sorry, silver contact mesh. We'll have this thing ready to craft. As long as the bug fixes keep rolling out, I think we'll have a fun little game. But it's kind of frustrating right now. You don't know if it's a bug or if you're not doing something right. You have to learn all the workarounds. Alright, add-on jetpack. Here we go. So let's replace that. So now we have our jetpack for space in case I have to get out of my ship. Should be able to move. I have my helmet on. See if we can fly. I have to remove this every time I get in the ship. It's kind of looking like that might be the case. Hey, look, it works. Hey, there we are. Okay, so do I have a ship? It said something on the tanks about a HUD. Oh, I see there. Hydrogen, oxygen. I don't know. Let's go. Is the power the amount of power I have? Or is that my ship? Also, how do I tell? I don't have any kind of pitch ladder or anything. Am I headed to space? I think I'm headed to space. Going that direction. Where is my fuel? Or power for the ship? I'm not sure. Not sure where that's at. Also, am I going up? I think so. I don't know how to look around. I don't think there's a key for that. We have R, F, and T. I'm not sure what those do. Well, F brings up the menu. I know that. We're going 110 meters per second. If I let off of that, do I start falling again? Am I in space? I don't know. I'm not falling, but I don't know if that means anything. Let's go over here, I guess. It looks like my energy, the little blue bar, is down a little bit, so I think maybe that's the battery for the ship. Don't quote me on that. All right, so I've got tab. What does tab do? I'm not sure. It beeped. Oh, I'm accelerating? Oh, is that like cruise control? I think that's cruise control. L looks like some kind of jump drive that I probably don't have. Yeah, light cruise engine. That was R do. Not sure. T? Not sure. I think we have plenty of energy. We made it into space. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so if I turn that off, we should just come to a stop. I think we're up in space. Cool. Mission accomplished. I don't know what I'm going to do up here, but we're in space. It doesn't look like my hydrogen is going down. Maybe I could put the reactor on here. Alright, so if I hold F, let's say exit spaceship control. Now I'm just in my seat. Now I can look around. I can't control the spaceship. Uh-oh. It's not good. I'm stuck in my ship. Alright, if I turn that off. J for jetpack. Oh boy. Oh no, my ship is falling. Ship is falling is confirmed. I gotta try to get back into it. And then close the door. And then get in the seat. And then control the flying box again. Yeah, it seemed to be falling away from me. It does stop when you get out of control mode. Alright, well. Made it to space. I think I'll call the series here. It needs some love. Let's zoom out. That'd be cool. But with some bug fixes and stuff, I think we got a fun little game here. Let me know what you think. And thanks as always for watching. I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.